Imagine waking up every day with a deep sense of peace, purpose, and clarity. The kind of clarity that allows you to see every challenge not as a roadblock, but as an opportunity. What if I told you that you could achieve anything you set your mind to, not through force, but through patience, mindfulness, and a deep understanding of yourself? That's the wisdom I've learned from my years of contemplation. And today I want to share with you how you can unlock this potential in your own life. When I first became a monk, my life was filled with noise. The world, like a storm, pulled me in every direction. But in that storm, I learned a valuable lesson, the art of self-reflection. I realized that the answers to most of life's questions don't come from the outside world, but from within. A story comes to mind. There was once a monk who sat in deep meditation for days on end, seeking enlightenment. He was restless, desperate for a quick answer. But then, one day he stopped searching. Instead of looking for wisdom outside, he asked himself, what is it that I truly need to learn? In that moment of stillness, the answer came, not in words, but in a deep sense of knowing. The greatest achievements come when we align ourselves with our true nature, not when we force ourselves into a mold that isn't ours. This is the first step in achieving anything. Take time to reflect. Ask yourself what you truly want. Are your actions aligned with your heart, or are you chasing external expectations? When you answer these questions honestly, you begin to create the foundation upon which all your dreams can be built. In my early years of training, I was constantly told patience is key, but I didn't understand it until I spent years tending to the temple gardens. One day I noticed something profound. The plants grew not by being hurried or forced, but through steady, consistent care. They didn't rush to bloom, they simply did their work, slowly, naturally. This is the second piece of wisdom I want to share. Achieving anything doesn't always mean moving fast. It means moving with purpose. I've often watched people chase after their goals with intensity, and in that rush, they miss the small moments, the lessons that come in between. The story of the bamboo tree comes to mind. For the first 5 years, the bamboo doesn't grow at all above the ground. But during that time, its roots are deepening, strengthening, preparing for what's to come. When it finally breaks through the soil, it grows so fast it seems almost magical. This is how life works. Sometimes the most important growth happens beneath the surface, in moments of stillness, reflection, and patience. Trust that every step you take, no matter how small, matters. Your path may not always be visible, but if you stay rooted in your purpose, your efforts will one day bear fruit. Mindfulness is the quiet power behind every great achievement. It's the awareness that allows us to stay present, even when we feel overwhelmed by the distractions of life. A story I often share is one of my teacher. Every morning he would walk through the temple, not in a rush, but slowly, with attention to every step. At first, I didn't understand why he took so long, but over time I realized he wasn't just walking, he was fully present in every step. His mind wasn't on the past, nor was it racing to the future. He was simply there in that moment with full awareness. You see, achieving anything starts with being here right now. Too often we become fixated on the end goal, thinking that happiness or success will come only when we reach it. But the truth is, the journey itself is the goal. Every task you do, no matter how small, holds value when you bring your full attention to it. So when you focus on what's in front of you, you aren't just moving toward your goal. You're achieving it step by step with presence and purpose. In the beginning of my journey, I held on to many things, my expectations, my desires, my fears. But over time, I learned the power of letting go. Not just letting go of material things, but letting go of the belief that I had to control everything. I recall a time when a young disciple came to me with a heavy heart. He was struggling to succeed in his endeavors and felt like he had reached an impasse. I told him, sometimes the greatest strength is found in letting go of your attachment to the outcome. I told him the story of a river. A river does not try to control its flow. It doesn't resist the rocks or the bends in the path. It simply flows, and in doing so, it finds its way forward. When we cling too tightly to how we think things should be, we resist the flow of life. To achieve anything, we must learn to release control, to trust the process, and to have faith that we will get where we need to go, even if it doesn't happen exactly as we planned. As I sit here today, I'm reminded of one final lesson. The journey never ends. Every step you take, every lesson you learn, is part of the unfolding of your life. Achieving anything isn't about reaching some distant destination. It's about how you walk along the way. So reflect on your priorities, trees. Practice patience. Be mindful of each moment. Let go of the need to control the outcome. And above all, trust that you have everything you need inside you to create the life you desire. Remember, the greatest achievements come when we align with our true selves, moving steadily, with purpose, and with peace. The world is waiting for you to step into your greatness, one mindful, purposeful step at a time. If you found this wisdom helpful, take a moment to reflect on your own journey. Consider subscribing for more insights into mindfulness, growth, and achieving the life you truly desire.